Oh my God, you guys, I just did half a video with the mic off. And these are the cards that fell right here. So we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to put them back and start over because this reading is about the blue moon. The blue moon is coming through May 31st. Now, if you don't know what a blue moon is, let me tell you. A blue moon is when you have two full moons, okay, two full moons in one calendar month. So you have a full moon at the beginning of the month and you have a full moon at the end of the month. The second full moon is the blue moon, and it's rare. Well, I don't want to say rare. It's unusual to have this happen, okay? Hence the saying, once in a blue moon. So I decided to do a reading for us and see what we could expect during this blue moon period, okay? And these are the cards that fell. So the first two out the deck actually were peace and blessings. Now, let me read peace. So, find inner peace in moments of stillness. Now, I found this card very interesting because I had just finished an Aries reading, which I have not put out yet. I will be putting that out hopefully tonight. And the main focus of their reading was stillness, finding a spot somewhere and within your home, your yard, wherever, and making it your own for that moment of stillness. Don't even go in there with intent, okay, with an intention. Just go in there and listen to your body, listen to your spirit, and just see what you can hear, see what you notice, okay? So stillness, that was important, okay? And then blessings. I feel like some of us will, not all of us now, I can't resonate with everybody, but there will be quite a few of us that are going to start seeing our manifestations come to life. Our blessings unfold during this blue moon, okay? This blue full moon, okay? The universe is going to start releasing these things upon us because I feel like in the last year we have gone through so much. Things are changing. Energy is shifting. Light is being shown on the darkness, and it is really having an impact on a lot of people. And negative and positive is all about perspective, and is having an impact, some would say negatively, on a lot of people. Your beliefs are shattering. That you're realizing this reality, this world, we're realizing that it's not what we thought it was, right? So I believe the universe is going to be releasing some of the manifestations that's being held in, as Abraham says, likes to say, if you've ever listened to any Abraham channelings, are vortexes. Okay? We've earned this. It's coming. You have earned what's about to happen. You have earned what's about to be bestowed upon you, okay? And I truly believe that's what this blessings card is saying. It is coming. And I believe this blue moon is a signal. It's on its way, okay? Compassion is another card that fell. I feel like compassion, and I'm gonna throw collaboration up here with this. So these two cards fell separate, but I'm gonna put them together because compassion is something else that came out in that Aries reading, so I know it's important. We need to have compassion for other people right now. Like I said, the veil is thinning. We're getting a little peek through the veil at things that we never thought we would ever see in our life, right? We never thought we would hear or see some of the things we're hearing and seeing. We are realizing that reality is not what we thought. And like I said, it is shattering some people's perception of who they are, right? So you have to show a little kindness, a little compassion for people that are going through this. And I've noticed my partner is one of those people that is going through this right now. She was raised up and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this. I'm just telling you giving you her experience thus far, okay? She was raised up in a religious household, very church-going household, okay? She is realizing that a lot of her beliefs now, as she's older, as an adult, are old beliefs from her parents, her grandparents. They're not necessarily what she believes right now in this now time, okay, in this reality. She is realizing that a lot of things she was brought up to trust in, to believe in, to hang her hat on, like she would have bet, that a lot of these things are not what she thought they were. If that makes sense. That's as far as I want to go with that. And it's really putting, as we like to say here, it's putting a whooping on her, okay? She's having a very hard time. And for people that this is happening to, and I'm sure some of you guys know somebody this is happening to, like their world is being turned upside down right now. We have to show compassion to and for these people, okay? Like, you can't take somebody that's believed one way their whole life and then expect them to just flip and start believing something else. Okay? Especially when it comes to something as sensitive as God and their spirit, their soul. Okay? This has to unfold in divine timing. Okay? This has to unfold in their own way. They have to have their own experiences. We can't force our beliefs upon these people. Okay? So have compassion for other. Okay? And also for yourself. If you're one of these people this is happening to, have compassion for yourself. Don't feel bad just because you don't feel the same as your partner or your neighbor or your uncle or your sister or your brother. Just because you have different beliefs. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what makes up the brick of our reality. Right? This is yin and a yang reality. Okay? Duality. All right, so let's move on to that psychic deck I was talking about. I want to pull some cards out of this. Let's see, because I believe a lot of us also right now are going through awakenings. A lot of our clairs are coming online. A lot of our abilities are coming online. Like I believe a lot of people right now are having crazy dreams because it's coming to them in dream state, because any other way they couldn't handle it. Okay, they couldn't handle it any other way. Unless you were born under, I truly believe this, unless you were born under a certain sign in the zodiac, okay, psychic abilities, stuff like that, like our paranormal senses, are very hard for some people to grasp, believe, and understand, okay? And a lot of these people right now are seeing through the veil for the very first time, okay? And I believe that's why a lot of these people are having these dreams they're having. Because if it came to them like it would normally come to me or somebody else that was born with this stuff wide open, they couldn't handle it. Like, I believe everybody has the gifts, but some people are just born with them open. That's the only difference. Some people are born with them open, and some people have to wait for them to open. Okay, or manually, quote unquote, manually open them, their own, their self. Okay. All right, so let me see what fell here. We have radical hope, love is real, and ego driven. So let's see what these are about. Actually, you know what? I want to do another pull because I feel like I snatched those cards, and I like for the cards to make their way out on their own. I only read with flippers and flowers. I have to flip all the way over flowers all the way out, and I feel like I was doing a sloppy shuffle. So I don't like that. If they need to come back out, they will. Okay. All right. So here we go. Now, I hadn't even asked my question yet. Can you give us some cards of guidance for people that are awakening this time as this veil, as this energy is shifting in our reality, as the veil is thinning? People are having dreams. What is going on? People are having dreams. People are starting to communicate through telepathy. I mean, all kinds of crazy shit's happening. Have you heard of mind sight, where people are seeing with their mind, their eyes, their physical eyes are closed, and they're able to see through spots in their head. These like channels in their head open up. Have you seen that? People that were born blind their whole life are now being able to see with their physical eyes closed. They're seeing through their mind. I mean, they're not seeing through their third eye. That's not what I mean. I mean, they are seeing shit that's in the room, like physical things, right? Maybe I shouldn't have put those 3 cards up, you guys. Oh, shoot. I think you were saying, no, we gave them to you now. You didn't want them. You put them back. Okay, there's one. Make me work for it because I put the other 3 back. Oh, see, that's what I get for not following my intuition. Okay, so what do we have? We have unapologetic. Okay, unapologetic, which is basically what I'm saying right now in this reading. Unapologetic. Okay, let's see what it says. Stop apologizing for your power, your voice, your dreams, or your truth. You do not need permission to be exactly who you are. You do not need permission to be exactly who you are. Like I said, a lot of strange things are happening. People aren't believing their eyes and ears. The veil is thinning, right? And a lot of people are seeing things through dreams because they couldn't handle it if they were seeing it or feeling it or hearing it any other way. Imagine somebody that's never dealt with these type of abilities before, and their clairaudience comes online and they start hearing shit, right? They're going to check themselves into a psych ward. They're not going to know what's happening. Or their or the clairvoyance comes online and start seeing shit. They start seeing orbs or shadows in the corner. Again, they're going to check themselves into the psych ward because they're going to think they're going crazy. So I think a lot of the information is being channeled to them through their dream state, just to ease you guys into it. Okay, if one of you guys are going through this right now and you are resonating with what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. Okay, because I believe that's just easing you into it. And stop worrying about what people think about it, because it's going to happen to everybody. Okay? Stop worrying about it. Don't worry about what people think about it, and don't try to force yourself on anybody else. Okay? Your beliefs on anybody else or whatever. Okay? We're all here for different experiences, but don't worry about what anybody else is thinking, because at some point, that person that is talking shit or putting you down or saying you're crazy or whatever for believing what you're believing right now, they're going to end up going through the same thing at some point. Okay? They're going to end up going through the same thing at some point, and you in turn are going to need to show them compassion. Okay? So let them think you're crazy for now. It's fine. I mean, just if everybody can show a little bit of compassion to the next person, the world will be a much better place. All right, I want to get one more card from the cosmic energy. That one seems to be flowing pretty good with this energy we got going on with this blue moon. Okay, anything else for our collective out here? Especially the ones that are going through a shattering beliefs, doing shadow work, seeing through the veil for the first time, having weird dreams. Anything you can tell them, cards of guidance to help them to ease their mind. Okay. Thank you. Strength. Look at that picture. Look at that. Look at that lion standing on top of that mountain. I love this. That's beautiful. Look at that. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. Unleash your inner strength. Unleash your inner strength. Yeah, for a lot of people, you're going to have to pull on strength. You're going to have to pull on that soul strength, right? Not just physical. This is the soul work that we're going through right now. The whole world, the collective. Like I said, dark. The light is beginning to hit the dark. The beasts are being dragged out of the shadows, right? It's coming. It's coming. And if you're having weird dreams, back to that for a second. If you're having weird dreams, you're having your clairs come online, you're freaking out, you don't know what's going on, you're seeing shit, you're hearing shit, you're feeling weird shit. That is actually our normal state of being, you guys. Okay? We're natural empaths. We're naturally empathic. We're naturally psychic. There's nothing weird or strange about it. Okay? We have just been lied to for so long by people that want to take control of everything. Okay? There's nothing weird or scary about it. Yeah, we got 3 cards that feel. And then I'm gonna cut this reading. But I'm gonna start with hope. We have hope here. And it says, hope is the light in the darkness. Hope is the light in the darkness. What did I just say? The light is pulling the beast out of the darkness. Hope is the light in the darkness. Okay? And then we have adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds. So if you're somebody who's psychic abilities or you're dreaming shit or whatever has happening to you right now and you're not used to it, it's something unusual, it feels uncomfortable. Think of it as an adventure. Nothing's gonna hurt you, okay? That's all lies and bullshit too. Nothing's out to get you, nothing's gonna hurt you. Don't be afraid of it, okay? Do not be afraid of it. And then the very last card, divinity. Divinity. The very last card to pull out is divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. Okay. Like I said, what's happening to you now, all these changes that are occurring is your natural state. That's your natural flow. Okay. It may seem scary right now. Yes, I know, I get it, but it will not last. Okay. The fears will not last. You can drive them away easily. Across the veil, where the veil is standing across the veil, that is where all your loved ones are at that you miss in death. That's where they're at. They're over there. I mean, what could be more exciting than being able to communicate with them, right? Just think of it that way. Something exciting is happening. All right, you guys. That's it. That's my reading for the blue moon. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye.